Hi everyone. So today we're going to be talking about the sexual experience, the experience of sex, and also using pornography as a resource that can be used also for evidence for this discussion. Now, one thing that I have personally experienced within having sex with a woman, and what I also observe within, I guess, sex culture and also pornography is that the female is seen as the one who enjoys being touched, who has intense orgasms, who has like an intense sexual experience of herself, and the man doesn't. The man's experience is lesser, is more basic, more basically less. It's less of an orgasm, it's less of an experience of himself, and then it doesn't enjoy being touched as much. And that's the relationship I see here in our culture, in pornography, and in my personal experience in having sex. And in a way, that seems to be how it's expected to be. Now, to just talk about this a little bit more, it's like there's like a pressure on the man to perform. There's a pressure on the man to hold an erection, to make sure his partner gets orgasm, and it's assumed that when a man ejaculates, he's orgasming, and that is a good experience, and that is fine. That's okay. It's just assumed that that's the case. Yeah. So I'm sure most people would agree with me here. And now, though, what have I found through my investigations? I have tested this point, and I found that all of what I've said is how we act, is what we believe, but it is not true, meaning that we are creating our own experience. We are creating the experience to be this, where men don't enjoy being touched, men don't enjoy themselves. So that men simply perform, the men are simply there, and that the ejaculation experience of orgasm is the most they can get, is the best they can hope for, is all there is. When in reality, I have found that the man can experience himself just as high as an orgasm or even higher than women do. And it all starts within the point of living, enjoying being touched, enjoying the experience of your body being touched, which is the point that women enjoy themselves within. And so commonsensically, if women live the point of enjoying being touched, then all men have to do is to live the same experience, live the same words of enjoying being touched. And this here I'm saying like being touched on your arms, on your legs, your whole body, everywhere. The littlest piece of your skin, everywhere. So really enjoying your body. That's what it comes down to. That's what a real physical sexual experience is. Something that's real, something that's you, and something that you are enjoying, something that is a part of you. That you have your awareness here on your body, and you're enjoying that experience of being touched. And it's even said that in psychology science, it's not possible to tickle yourself. But I found that it's actually false. I have proven to myself that I can tickle myself, and it's a real tickling, as well as I can enjoy touching myself, touching my arms, touching my legs, touching my whole body. And so really it's about who I am within that. And that's a point that science hasn't really found out yet. It's a point that our sex culture really hasn't found out yet. Otherwise we wouldn't live in this way, like I said, with how the man has performed. The man's experience is much lesser than the women, and that is simply accepted as how things are. When in truth, your sexual experience all has to do with who you are. All has to do with your self-movement in the moment. That's what it's about. It's not about the techniques or the stimulation or anything, or any like special thing, or the other person or other partner or anything else. It's all about who you are in the moment, who you are here with your body. That's what it's about, and that determines your experience. And so, I mean, it has to do also because there's this resistance within enjoying being touched. There's this resistance to move oneself. Because what have we created within our sex culture today? We've created pornography where we stimulate ourselves within the idea of pornography, where for men it's the idea of someone else creating your experience for you, someone else stimulating you. And so when you look at pornography, the acts that you are enjoying is an imbalance point of enjoying, like, touching the other person, basically. Because, like, you can look at why does sexual predators exist? Why does rape exist? Why do those points exist? And I've seen and observed that within pornography, men are stimulated by the idea of touching another woman, of grabbing a woman, of stimulating another woman, because that is what is shown within pornography. Men in pornography aren't enjoying themselves, having a blissful orgasmic experiences. Men in pornography are simply going after women, touching her, grabbing her, doing things to her, and that is the point where the only point that's stimulated within the mind is grabbing another person, touching another person, doing that, which is then obviously what men act out. But the problem here is that there's an imbalance where the point has to be balanced out with enjoying being touched, men enjoying themselves being touched. That's not shown in pornography. That's not shown in our sex culture. That's not shown within our daily lives. Where if you look at men, and men in general, they don't enjoy being touched. They resist giving hugs, for example. And really, if you balance out that point of simply enjoying yourself, enjoying your body, enjoying being touched, enjoying the touch of another, even as simple as the moments, even if it's just something just like a hug, enjoying a hug, I mean, that would balance out the point where then it doesn't become about going out there and like getting a woman and grabbing her or something like that, or you actually enjoy your body, and then it's a fulfillment, because then you are actually enjoying yourself, and it's something that's blissful. But the problem here is that we've created this programming where men are expected to stimulate the women, men are expected to touch, to enjoy touching a woman, and so that's what's lived, and therefore they're in a point of inferior orgasms, inferior experience of themselves, and therefore they're always unsatisfied. And so if men just simply really access their point of self-enjoyment, enjoying their bodies, enjoying who they are in the moment, whether when they're alone or with other people. I mean, if you have a partner, you enjoy your partner touching you, It's like a very basic point. And this isn't just about sex. This isn't just about orgasms. This is also about daily life, about even just the physical intimacy of giving a hug or receiving a hug or anything like that, or even being in close contact with people, in close proximity with people. This is all related to that. Where if you're someone who's in this point, that leads to other consequences, that leads to other problems if you don't have a balanced, stable relationship with your body and enjoying your body in the moment. Whether it's taking a bath, enjoying the water of the bath, or enjoying the breeze of the air in your skin, or whatever it may be, enjoying the sun in your skin. These are all points of being touched, of being stimulated, of enjoying yourself. I mean, it is your body you're experiencing. So consider this point investigated, because opening this door either for yourself as a woman as well, because there's plenty of statistics out there that say, like, I don't know, 50% of women don't know how to have orgasms, which is also the same point here of just enjoying being touched. Because it's not really about your partner. It's not. It's about who you are in the moment. And then once you access your expression, then it's just a sharing, and it's unconditional, and you enjoy yourself no matter what. And that's something you really have to show for yourself. Because what I'm saying now is just words, but for me, I've tested it, so I know. So here I'm just sharing as support. And yeah. And what I found without applying this, before I investigated, my results were that I didn't really have any sort of orgasm, even though I ejaculated so many number of times. And that's not a real orgasm. It's not. That's not a real experience of yourself, real movement of yourself, real enjoyment of yourself. And this here with having sex with a woman. So it's not about getting a partner. It's about who you are. It's about your self-expression. And that's something you can develop with yourself in the littlest, simplest of moments. And you can prove it to yourself and push yourself to show that's possible. Because it's all you. It's your body. It's all it is. It's always been just you and your body in every single moment. The question is, are you creating the moment? Are you? And you will show yourself if you are. So, thank you very much for listening and joining with me in this moment of self-reflection with our bodies, with our relationship to our bodies, and who we are within that. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.